Hey guys, how are you today? Great to be here and great to be back. And remember, greatness starts with the first sip. So today, don't know how long this is going to go, but it's my confession to all of you. I am a glutton for punishment. I am one of those people that continually commit self-sabotage. And I'm one of those people that as soon as they start seeing some momentum in my life, I withdraw and I hold back. It's like, why? And there's more than me that just does this. In fact, there's a lot of people who do this same thing. And today I'm going to discuss that, like what I've done in my life. And hopefully by sharing, I'm going to inspire others to examine their own lives and help stop creating misery in their own lives, to help push through the fear and embrace our worthiness because I know that I'm worthy. I know that the universe is going to provide me with the necessary resources to do what I need to do as long as I'm willing to accept the universe's call. And up until now, I've spent a lifetime as a martyr. I have spent a lifetime doing things for other people, people pleasing. And as I people please, saying, "What? Look at what I'm doing. Why aren't you reciprocating? Why aren't you responding in kind?" And it's because I needed that pain. I needed that sense of self-entitlement that comes with "I'm better than you," that sense of moral superiority and self-indignation. And that's bullshit. That's just my ego trying to take all of it and needing that pain and wanting that pain and desiring that pain. But when I let go, when I find myself letting go and the need to control and the need to judge others, then that's when magic happens. And yeah, to illustrate, worked in the restaurant industry for years. I took an entire restaurant, threw it on my back, got the place from a negative cash flow into the fact where the owner was giving 20% raises to everybody other than me. And I was one who created it. And I was like, don't you see what I did? Don't you see how I did what I did? And yet you're benefiting off the fruits of my labor. And I kept doing it anyway. I kept saying, yes, I can take the weight. And eventually my body collapsed and it started rebelling on me, even though I knew that I was capable of more, that there's always more that I'm capable of doing. And I know that I've barely scratched the surface of what's possible for me. And it's all good. And I needed that experience in my life in order to reach the point where I am today. And I know that anything is possible. And that's why I started Coffee with Cam, is so that I could inspire other people to take that journey, to look at their own lives, see what's going to propel them forward, and move on with life. And as I did that, and I started to get traction, I've started pulling back, not posting my videos every day. I'm still speaking, still honing my skill sets, and whether I speak for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it's all the same thing. But I don't always post them. Even though I'm speaking, sometimes it's just to myself because, oh shit, now I'm responsible for inspiring other people. I don't know if I can handle that. People are starting to connect with me. I don't know if I can handle that. I don't want to sell people on a program. I don't want to sell people on my way of being. I'm just a regular guy. There's nothing special about me. And you can view that as a curse or you can view that as a blessing. And up until now, I've viewed that as a curse. Crazy, I know, but that's the way I've looked at it. It's like, I'm not doing anything that anybody else can do. But what I thought at the point in time is like, oh my God, people are listening to me. I'm not worthy of them listening to me. But they are, and I know that they are because I'm just living my best life. I'm not trying to manipulate other people for their time or energy. I'm just being me. I'm just doing what I can do to inspire other people to take that next step in their lives. And whenever I've gotten traction before in the past, I've withdrawn or stopped doing it because it's like, oh shit, now what? I'm being afraid of success. And that ends today. I'm going to push through no matter what. I'm going to take those steps to inspire other people, not because there's something special about me, but because I know that by living my life, throwing shit against the wall, trying new things, being a different person than the way I was before, and only racing against myself, that's when I can help inspire other people. And inspiring other people is the goal. It's not making millions of dollars. It's not having millions of views. It's about helping other people look at their lives and find what's going to make them happy and getting them to go for it. Because at the end of the day, my choices and my actions and the way people respond to me are reflections of my thoughts, behaviors, and patterns. And I'm sorry. So please forgive me. And if you don't like what I have to say, I'm okay with that. And if you troll me, I'm okay with that. And if you're inspired by me, I'm okay by that. And I'm grateful for each opportunity that I've had in my life that has brought me to this point because I know that anything is possible. And it's possible for everybody. And like I say, I've gone from morbidly obese to physically fit. I've gone from not being able to climb a flight of stairs to being able to walk 5 miles every day, to being able to lift 60 pound dumbbell curls. And it's all a part and parcel of racing against myself, not holding myself up to somebody else, not judging somebody else for the way that they live their lives, but accepting it and knowing that the universe is going to provide me with the necessary resources to do what I'm called to this earth to do, which is inspire others, not try to manipulate others for their time, energy, or attention, not saying, hey, look at what I'm doing. Love me. Give me appreciation. Like, come on now. That's not who I am. I'm just going to fuck around and find out. I'm going to live my best life. And in so doing, inspire other people to live their best life. And how you go about it is entirely individualized as a fingerprint, it's individualized as a snowflake. It's you. It's always you. And it's always being you. And it's always being me. And all of us are connected. And because all of us are connected and encoded in our DNA is everything that has happened, is happening, and can happen, we can create anything. We can create magic. We can go anywhere and start today. We can make a different choice than we made the day before. And we don't have to look at what other people think or what other people expect or what other people are or have. You don't have to have anything to start. You already have what it takes. And it's not about trying, it's about doing and embracing and embodying the universe around you. And I love it. It's magic. It's fantastic. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And I don't know if you can feel the vibrations that are coming off me right now. There's no script right now. This is just me vamping on what the universe is telling me. And as I listen to what I have to say, and I don't think before I speak, and I just speak as the moment and the universe calls me to, I don't end up in analysis paralysis. And I post those videos instead of just saying, oh, I'm not sure whether that was good or not. It doesn't matter whether it was good or not. It's just me trying to make a better life for myself. And I'm not trying to sell people on a program. I'm not trying to sell people on anything other than them. Because I know that as soon as you take that first step, that first leap, that you push through that fear and embrace the love and just know that that universal energy field, whether you call it the Holy Spirit, Chi, the Force, it's all around us. It surrounds us and it's greatness. And that's how you go from cringe to comfortable to confident to compelling on screen. That's how you keep going forward and pushing forward and stop your ego from saying, yes, it's about me. None of this is about me. None of this is ever been about me. I'm just living my life and being a beacon, embracing what the universe wants me to say, what the universe wants me to do. And I have no reason to be afraid of living my best life. I have no reason to be ashamed of how I choose to live my life. My only duty and my only sacred responsibility is to inspire others to live their best life. And as I live my best life, people are going to take notice of saying, like, hey, look at him. He doesn't care. He's not ashamed. He's not afraid. He's not guilty. He's not jealous. He's not envious. He is just him, living his best life, embracing the change that he wants to create in the world. And nothing external is going to make you happy. Nothing external is going to make me happy. What makes me happy is inspiring others to live their best life. And as I start this new chapter in my life, as I embark on this new journey, hell, I was served with an eviction notice last week with my landlord coming to me in tears because he's got to bulldoze the place because his family's having health issues. The place can't be sold as is because it won't go up to code because of black mold and cracked foundation. And that was just last Thursday. And I've already found a place for my family that's going to be even better. And that's because I didn't blame him. I accepted, I understood where he was coming from, and I didn't worry because I knew that the universe will provide me with the necessary resources to do what I brought to this earth to do. And once you accept that, once you put away the fear, once you shove aside the fear and just express love for everything that's around us, that's when you can create magic. That's when you can create a better life for your family, your friends, and everybody around you because we are all connected. And you don't need to beat up on your children to make them do the way that you want them to live. You have to allow them the choice to spread their own wings, to make their own choices. And I have to remind myself that constantly because my son doesn't do things the way that I would. And I've accepted that. My wife doesn't do things the way that I would. I've accepted that. However, I'm here to support them on their journey. I'm not supposed to ask what's in it for me. It's not a quid pro quo thing. It's about living my best life. And as I live my best life, their lives will improve. And if they focus on their best life, living their best lives, everybody in their realm's lives will be better. And that's the key. That's the magic formula. Live your best life, and others will live better lives as well. Don't try to control them. Don't try to manipulate them. Don't judge them. Just embrace your own success because it's inevitable. Race against yourself. Become a better version of yourself each and every day. Stop blaming. Stop being ashamed. Just be you and figure out what it is that you are, who you are. Be yourself. Know yourself. It sounds crazy. It sounds like a platitude, but it's so much more than a simple platitude. It is the living embodiment of who we are and what we are created on this earth to be. In the Bible, it says, judge not, lest ye be judged. So what do? You don't judge other people for their choices and actions and lifestyles. If somebody hurts you, turn the other cheek. Give them the other one to hit because it's a lesson for you. It's not about them. It's about you. Your choices and actions have brought about that situation. Sorry to shit in your cornflakes, but that's the way it is. And I'm going to speak. I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to be polarizing, but I'm going to speak straight from the heart. And I'm not going to be afraid any longer to not post what I say each and every day. I'm going to push through that fear. And hopefully by doing that, I will inspire more and more people to live their lives racing against themselves, not living their lives wanting something, needing something else to start. It's just doing it. It's getting up and going for it, for reaching for that dream and embracing the dream. And it's not about the minutiae. It's not about the control. It's about living your best life doing what you were brought to this earth, what you were called to do. It's about learning new lessons. It's about making different choices. It's about accepting and loving every decision that you've ever made along the way and not beating yourself up because you hurt somebody, not beating yourself up because you haven't started yet, you haven't found your success, you haven't found what's going to drive you forward and propel you to your best life. You've got what it takes. I know this. I know that I have what it takes. And there's nothing special about me. I'm just a legally blind arthritic guy that likes to drink beer and smoke cigarettes that had his plantar removed because of a string of tumors. That's me. There's nothing special about me going from morbidly obese and physically fit. It's all about embracing the lifestyle you want to create. And I love what I'm doing. And I know that anything is possible. And I know that I've barely scratched the surface for what is possible. And I know that each one of you are capable of going beyond what you think is possible. And if you need inspiration, look at Cliff Young. And if you don't know who Cliff Young is, he deserves his own complete episode because he's that Australian sheep farmer from his 60s that won a marathon race running through the outback of Australia when he was 62 years old. And he'd never trained a day in his life. But yet he knew and said, yeah, why not? Might as well give it a shot. And he won and crushed all the competition from marathoners. And it was just unbelievable. And that was back in the 80s. And it's just one of those things that reminds me that anything is possible. Age is just a number. It's never too late to start. It's all about knowing what you can do and what change you can create in the world and going for it and knowing what's going to propel you into committed, consistent, imperfect action. And that's the love. That's where the magic happens. And when you keep pushing forward, when you keep pushing through the fear, when you look at all the shit in your life that has held you back up until now and say, thank you. I'm grateful for each of those opportunities because they've built the skill sets that I have inside of me to start making new choices today. And it's that gratitude, it's that love, it's that knowledge that we are each divine individuals on our own quest, on our own journey. And nobody's opinion of what you do matters other than your own. And you should be grateful for every interaction you've ever had because they've been the building blocks that set you up to start today. So anyways, love you all. Peace out. And yeah, I feel on top of the world today. I know moving's a bitch and packing's a bitch, but it's what I'm going to be starting to do in the next couple of weeks. Mom's 74th birthday tomorrow, so I'll be baking a cake, cooking some food, and yeah, just loving life and embracing everything that comes my way and living my best life. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. Look forward to hearing from you. Put your stuff in the comments, like, subscribe, share, or not. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, just know that love each and every one of you. And remember, one last thing, because there is always one more thing. Maybe heavy now, but it'll be heavier later. So you might as well push through the bullshit, figure out what it is you want to do each and every day, what will make you happy. Know the universe is going to give you the necessary resources to live your best life and do it. Love you all. Have an awesome day. And remember, greatness starts with the first sip.